Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown. I believe it's episode actually 154. It's not 153. I said that last time, but it's episode 154. But it's going to say it in the title, so, as long as you can, read and count, then, you should be all good. But I am the host, Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with...
Hello, everybody. Now, I'm just a simple man and the new Wrestling Rundown League champion, as well as No DQ NXT team and the official No DQ Predictions League champion. And my name is Noah Foster.
Oh, and look who arrived just in time. What's up, John?
Hello, John.
Hey.
Actually, I was just about to say, because we got a late start because I had to take a phone call in between. I was just about to say John Tutty would join us shortly, but you beat me right to it. So
you didn't say how shortly.
Yeah.
You didn't
so yeah. John Tutty, how does it feel? I think you had your shortest title reign ever on this show. 2 days.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you won Takeover, then lost the belt to Noah at Mania.
Oh, yeah. I held it for about 15 seconds.
Well, 2 days. So, but probably to you it's like 15 seconds because you didn't even know you were the champion. So,
nope.
It was there and then it was gone.
Yeah. Now, before we talk about WrestleMania, let's, John, because I know you can't be on Sunday. Yeah, did you watch Takeover Sunday? I mean Friday when it happened.
Yep.
Would you any quick thoughts you want to give on NXT Takeover New York since you won't be able to be on Sunday, and that way we can have it in video documentation?
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, really nothing else to say about it.
NXT, another stellar show, which they normally do put on every time they are put in the spotlight.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of people are saying it's the best one. Do you think it's the best one ever, or is there one that you prefer better?
I would have to rewatch some of the old classic ones for me to make a definitive decision on that.
Okay. No, you haven't known. You've only done like one video with John, but John Tutty lives by a motto: keep it simple, stupid, because that's what he does. So, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I say very little.
Yeah, but the very little that he says means a lot. So, but let's get into probably the longest professional wrestling show in history, WrestleMania 35. We have a long show to do because it was, how many matches was it? Like 16 matches?
16 matches.
Yeah.
Yep. You watched the whole thing. It started at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, definitely like a long show. So how we'll do this, I didn't take notes because I'm gonna see if I can just remember it off the top of my head. But Noah's got like the notes, so he'll catch me if I get something wrong.
Thank you, WWE.com.
Yeah. So I'll break down the matches, but if there's like a specific match that I introduce, you want to talk about, John, I have a feeling you're gonna want to talk about Triple H versus Batista, so I'll leave that to you.
Yep.
And Noah, I know you want to. The cruiserweight is your thing, so that would be you.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's just start off by talking about this show. So we had the pre-show. We had the panel of Edge, Christian, Jonathan Coachman, Booker T, Jerry the King Lawler, David Otunga, Shawn Michaels, and Paige. It was Paige. And then Pat McAfee and Charlie Caruso did some side interviews, and they did side interviews with Sal and Q from Impractical Jokers, which I liked that cameo. I liked that show. So, and the host of American Ninja Warriors. We had a cameo by Alexa Bliss, who talked about how she's gonna give us the back insider report news about WrestleMania. And there might have been some other backstage segments, but I don't really remember what they were. They weren't important, so I'm not going to talk about them. Commentators for this show were Vic Joseph, Nigel McGuinness, and Aiden English commentated the Cruiserweight match. the Raw commentary team commentated the Raw tag team title match was Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Renee Young. And I believe Percy Watson, Vic Joseph, and Renee Young commentated the Women's Battle Royal. And Aiden English, Tom Phillips, and I think like Byron Saxton or somebody like that commentated the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And I gotta say, when Aiden English has Vince in his ear, he's awful on commentary. I mean, he's not awful, but
not nearly as great.
Yeah, that's just definitely when you see like Vince in your ear, because clearly somebody else was in his ear for that cruiserweight match because he was more on point. But that's all like the interviews and stuff that took place. But Noah's gonna break down the first match for us because it was like the first match on the whole overall WrestleMania show, the cruiserweight match. You want to break down the cruiserweight match, Noah?
Yeah, sure, but let me just say this. 205 Live Matters does not belong on the fucking free show, and this was even more disrespectful that I opened the show and got an advertisement break during this, and I'm glad that they fixed it on the actual 205 Live. This freaking match should have been on the main card, should have opened it, or should be part of a freaking takeover, not kickoff. Does cruiserweights deserve to be better? Respect it. But I digress, because I know we got a lot of time. So instead of me ranting, let me just go right into it. So again, it was a battle of two legend friends you caught. Tony Nese, who brought Buddy Murphy to 205 Live, and Buddy Murphy, who's pretty much above everybody else, including Tony Nese, as he called himself the greatest cruiserweight of all time, and you can't stop the unstoppable. But this is Tony Nese's hometown. And I know on the kickoff, we figure about, titles don't change. It doesn't matter at all. And it's the kickoff, so who gives a fuck? And really, that was the case here, as both men, hot start, Buddy Murphy literally trying to do the same thing he did in Super Showdown in Australia with the jumping running knee strike, but he missed. And following that, Tony Nese, he got some offense in. And let me see here. Actually, I'll just get my official face here. Both men, basically, they're just filling out each other. There's wrist controls. There are, wait, that's the wrong match. That's how tired I am and how annoyed I was. But anyway, let me see if I can find it here. What was it? Tony Nese, they're working out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tony Nese basically, he gained control for the first portion of the match until he got dropped on the ropes by Buddy, who allegedly got cut over his left eye during some point. And then this was the point I was talking about where they cut to freaking advertising Wrestlemania, which I thought was very disrespectful. But then following that, we get a rest hold, which never happens in a cruiserweight match to a long period of time. Pissed me off as well. Get some strikes. Attempted DDT was countered into a suplex. Nese with the corner moonsault while Murphy's in the ropes. You knew he wasn't going to win right there because the ropes kind of cushioned the fall. But we get Cheeky Nando's kick and a weird Stormbreaker type move from Buddy Murphy. First time I've ever seen that. I don't know what he calls it. I'm just calling it over and under. Or maybe he's going to call it down under. I don't know. Cover, nothing special. Murphy's Law attempt gets countered into knee strike. Then we get a brainbuster counter into an inverted Rana. And we get a number of kicks, a wicked freaking clothesline, and then a sit-down bomb by Nese into a cover. Nope. Then we get, of course, the Nurse New Jerk, the Frostberry flop into a 450 after that. Cover, still not enough. Murphy's Law finally hits. I'm like, it's over. No. Tony Nese kicks out. And then Buddy, fed up and furious, he attempts the running knee strike, only to be countered into a super kick. Then he gets German suplex to the turnbuckles, and Tony Nese wins with a running knee strike, 1, 2, 3. Becomes the new Cruiserweight champion, and finally breaks the stigma about how the kickoff show, nothing special happens. But in my opinion, this match underdelivered. I'm glad Tony won.
Yeah, I thought it was, a really good match. Yeah, I thought it underdelivered a bit. I still thought it was really good. I'll give it 3 3/4. I thought it was a really good match.
Especially since it actually changed hands. So I will admit that.
Right guy, I thought won too, because you had Buddy Murphy, who had this long title reign. It was in Tony Nese's hometown. Disappointing that the crowd really didn't react to this match. I really can't blame him for it though, because I think they're saving their energy because they know they have a 7.5 hour show ahead of them. So
and they were still finally in. So chances are there was people taking pictures of the set, pictures of themselves, pictures with strangers, getting food at a concession stand, going to the bathroom, blah blah blah, everything else, or on social media. I'm at WrestleMania.
If anything, this match, they should have taken time away, Triple H versus Batista, and sandwiched it in, in between that match and the Kurt Angle Baron Corbin.
There should have been at least 2 matches from the main card on the kickoff instead of this, and this match should have been given all that time.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
205 Live later in the week proof. Hashtag 205 Live matters. Be sure to watch that match, Owen. Anyway,
I will. But yeah, really good match, 3 3/4. What's your star rated, Noah?
I'll give it 3 3/4 as well because instead of being the average 3-star match, title actually changed hands. Tony Nese excel. The Cruiserweights did the best they could with what Vince McMahon gave them.
All right, John. Any additional thoughts you have about this match?
It was fine. I think that it could have definitely got a lot more time. I mean, for God's sakes, an 8-hour show. You tell me you can't get like a nice little, you may another 5 minutes to this match?
It was around 11 minutes. I timed it.
Yeah, so I think it could have gotten a little bit more time. This probably could have been on the show, and I think they could have trimmed off some of the fat off of WrestleMania.
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
I think I gave it 3.5.
Okay.
All
right. So now we have the women's battle royal.
The Andrea, as Jerry Slaughter calls it. Shout out to you, General. Go follow Match Wrestling, folks.
So participants included. I'm just gonna say like who represents each brand all at once, so that way I'm not jumping around. All represented Monday Night Raw, at least of this recording, because of the shakeups next week. So, we have Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Dana Brooke, Mickie James, and Sarah Logan. Not a lot of Raw representation here. Representing SmackDown, we have Naomi, Carmella, Lana, Zelina Vega, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Asuka. Representing 205 Live was Maria Kanellis. Representing NXT, which were like the surprise entrances, were Kairi Sane and Candice LeRae, which I didn't really pop for because it was like the WrestleMania 25 Battle Royal again, where they were just there. They didn't really get an entrance or nothing, so yeah, it kind of ruined that surprise. And representing free agent was Nikki Cross. Even though I'm going to ask the question again, how can you really be a free agent if you don't show up in any show?
Because they are booking her. Asuka and Nikki Cross both should go back to freaking NXT. This Battle Royale proves it. But continue.
So, I know a lot of people are pissed about this Battle Royal and, think it was trash. I thought it was trash too, but I just didn't. There's other things. There's worse things on the show and more stuff that matters on the show for me to be pissed about. I really wasn't pissed watching the show. It was just boring. I gave it
long, that's the problem.
I also too didn't think it was the worst. Now technically this was the worst match on the show, but I also think about it like this. I'm not gonna remember this match in a week. I really remember anything about it. But yeah, this match was pretty boring. You had the Wyatt squad working together, eliminating people. Why put Candice LeRae in the match if you're just gonna eliminate her in not even 2 minutes? Because I think she was gone in 2 minutes.
Correct.
And then Kairi Sane.
Asuka dumped both Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross with back-to-back hit checks in the early going.
Yeah, so that kind of shows. I mean, Candice LeRae, it's not going to hurt her because it's not like she's going to be on the main roster anytime soon. But
thank God.
Nikki Cross, his gimmick's been dead on the main roster since she arrived. And
it was nice to see a comeback though from injury, and she got a couple of eclipses in until she was eliminated.
Didn't really have an issue that. I mean, I think she could have won this. I mean, it really doesn't matter who won this battle royal because no one's benefiting from this. Zelina Vega.
I can't believe I freaking won by just going, and I quote, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Carmella.
Yeah.
And Carmella freaking won. That was the difference in the freaking leagues.
She last eliminated Sarah Logan, too. Asuka
didn't
even...
It was a freaking same playoff from last year's WrestleMania with freaking Sasha Banks and Bayley Naomi coming up from behind. Goodbye.
Yeah. So.
Sarah Logan looked very good in this match, by the way, in my opinion. She's very impressive to me.
I thought so, yeah. And then Asuka was one of the last three. Maria Kanellis blinked and you missed her too. So this battle royal was trash. However, because I'm not going to remember it in a week, and it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna give it a star and a quarter because it doesn't matter. So, what about you, John? What are your thoughts on this Battle Royal?
I think that it doesn't matter. Is Carmella getting a title match or a push? No.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay, these battle royals don't really matter.
Yeah.
They never really have. So, and also, I can't call this and most battle royals suck anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not going to matter.
No.
So it doesn't really matter who won. This doesn't really matter at all. You can't call it the worst match in the show, though.
No, I don't think it was because it didn't piss me off as much. What would you give it as like a star rating?
I have it written down. Let me just see here. Let's go to my notes. I think I gave it a single star.
Okay. I actually gave it a single star, but then I saw the Corbin Kurt Angle match, and then I'm like, nah, that's a single star. So I kind of gave that away. So,
Spoiler.
Yeah. What about you, Noah? Any additional thoughts about the Women's Battle Royal? I mean, you kind of were giving it as I was, and do you have your star rating?
Just looking at this article again pisses me off, except for the fact that Carmella won me the league. That was the only real moment. And this show is really about giving the hometown people their moments. It's a 1.25 for me, only because it helped me win the predictions league. Beyond that, it's completely forgettable. And Sarah Logan, I hope that she does get better booking. She deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, she had a really good match with Mia Yim in the Mae Young Classics. Like,
I know that was her highlight, and ever since then,
yeah. Then we had the Raw Tag Team title match.
Speaking of tag heroes,
Revival versus Hawkins and Ryder. So yeah, I guess if you were a hometown guy, you weren't making the main show because Hawkins and Ryder didn't, and neither did Tony Nese. So.
But they all got their moment. They won. They beat the Revival. The streak is over.
I thought this was a pretty good Raw Tag Team title match. I mean, it pissed me off because it's like the Revival deserved to be used so much better than this.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess this was one of those cases where my pride got the best of me because I was the only one that picked the Revival to win this match. And it bit me in the... I think this probably cost me the predictions off, if anything else. But yeah, the Revival get the heat on Zack Ryder like the whole match pretty much, and then Hawkins gets the hot tag. And they have some nice WrestleMania stuff where they hit like some pretty cool dives on the Revival and things like that. And then eventually Dawson hits like a DDT on the outside onto Kurt Hawkins. And then he puts him in the ring, and they do the spot where like he goes to pick up Hawkins and he's not knocked out, but then really he's just, not fake. He's just playing possum, so he rolls up Dawson out of nowhere and gets the win. Hawkins and Ryder break their losing streak, which I thought made sense. This is a disclaimer, John. I haven't watched any, main roster shows since Mania because I wanted, my review to be, to have not seen the main roster, so that way I wouldn't.
So you have not seen the follow up. I'll spoil it if you don't care.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be spoiled.
No, I'm being serious. There really is nothing.
Oh, okay.
At least I don't remember there being anything. I don't really remember Raw that well.
Okay. So, but I was gonna say like I don't know how long this. I could see this like being like a 1 day thing. So.
Oh no, they're still champs. I'll give you that. They're still champs.
So, at least it's not a 1 day thing then, because that's what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, it just sucks for the Revival. But yeah, it was a feel good moment. I thought the match was pretty good. I'll give it 3.25. Really, I think too. Like, I kind of think about it like this too. They built up to this win for so long, and it took place on the kickoff too. Like,
did they?
They did not. It was announced on social media literally the week of. Owen, no one gave a damn about this match name in WWE. The biggest thing is Vince is tired of the Revival because the Revival are petty that Vince is not treating them like professional wrestlers. We are a great damn tag team. This match to me was nothing more than a moment, and I knew the streak had to end eventually, and it's hometown boys. It's 3 out of 5 for me.
Any additional thoughts, John, in your star rating?
Shout out to Dash Wilder, who beat the crap out of that fan.
Yes.
That tackle Bret Hart.
Damn right.
Props to him.
Yes.
I wish that I think this match could have benefited with more build on Raw. Like maybe, maybe the Revival injured Kurt Hawkins or he injured Zack Ryder or something like that to keep the streak going. But this really had nothing. Like, in fact, it would have been. It felt like more they were building up for the Revival versus Black and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Than it was the other way around.
Completely agree. Oh, by the way, though, congratulations, Zack Ryder, on your engagement to the hot mess, Chelsea Green.
Yep.
I also think too, like, even like they could have built it like in another way, like have the Revival look like these dominant champions, and they, can pick their challengers, and they pick Hawkins and Ryder because they're like the biggest loser. Anything would have been better than how they built this match, pretty much. Anything.
The times are irrelevant, and the Revival are irrelevant, all according to Vince.
Oh, John, your star rating.
I gave it 3.
Okay. And then we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the fourth one. Participants in this, no surprise. There was only like one surprise entrance in this match. But participants in this match included all represented Monday Night Raw: Curtis Axel, Lindsay Dorado, Tyler Breeze, Bo Dallas, Heath Slater, Titus O'Neil, No Way Jose, Rhino, Bobby Roode, Grand Metalik, Kalisto, Chad Gable, Connor, Victor, Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews, and that's it. And the Braun Strowman. I forgot he's on Raw. And then we have representing SmackDown, I think Shelton Benjamin, but I don't know because he bounces from show to show. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows. Is Luke Harper still on SmackDown? But we really don't know that. So.
Yeah, he technically is.
Yes, he is.
Ali, Andrade, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and then that's it. And then representing the free agents, EC3, Otis, and Tucker. And that's it. Just so you don't get confused, John, Tucker is Tucker Knight, not the Tucker from NXT UK. So
I gathered.
Yeah.
Owen, I watched the show.
Okay, good.
I saw Mania.
I wasn't sure though, because I know you haven't seen like a lot of Tucker, so I just gotta let you know.
I gathered that I know who they are.
Yeah.
Let's just get this already. Let's just get this over with.
This fucking sucked.
Yeah. John, you want to break this down actually, because you seem pretty passionate about it. So.
What is to be
like? Floor is yours.
I don't know. We had 2 SNL guys that are taking a spot of 2 other guys that could get WrestleMania payday.
Yeah. Because that's basically like what I mean. This match really, everything else was just. I actually forgot to say that they were even in the match. So
yeah, like
no one gives a damn.
Yeah.
Let's face it. The SNL guys ruined this Royale even more than it already is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Half a star for me. Fuck all of this.
Yeah.
Braun won the Battle Royal that he should have won 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And you honestly thought that Braun was not going to win this. Get real.
Actually, I kind of did because I thought they were going to be stupid and give it to Colin Jost. So.
Or Michael
they did that. I would never watch the Andre John Moore Battle Royale again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I said that too while I was watching with my friend.
Yeah, half a star. This was trash. I hope Ali's okay because he took a nasty spill in this match when Harper. And that's another rant too. We waited for so long for the Luke Harper return, and he just was in the Battle Royal and returned out of nowhere. So. And
both men could have seriously got hurt after that falling suspended suplex spot where I think Ali hit the announce table. Ouch.
And let's hope Luke Harper. It seems like Luke Harper broke the first name curse because they announced him as Luke Harper here. So that's he could just be Harper. He could just be Harper on SmackDown again though. So, yeah, I'm giving this half a star. Are you in agreement with us, John? Half a star?
Yeah, that's what I gave it.
Okay.
That's generous because Braun Strowman won it, and he deserves better. If Braun Strowman didn't win this, I probably would have given it even less.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, can Braun have a good media showing?
I know. This is like what?
He gets eliminated at 30. He gets bitched up by The Rock at 32.
Yeah.
Loses the Battle Royal at 33, wins tag team titles with a kid at 34, and then finally wins it against two comedy guys.
Yeah.
Being very, very big. What the fuck are they called?
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said like I put parentheses, quotations around comedy.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say too, the fact that Colin Jost almost won this thing just kind of shows how bad Braun Strowman's being booked right now too. Like,
just you didn't have anything better for him.
Yeah.
At all.
He's becoming the new Big Show of WrestleMania comedy moments. Before you know it, he'll be wrestling a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
If he battles Akabono, I quit.
Quit on Braun or quit on the product.
Or fight Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah. All right. So that basically was the kickoff. It was kind of
sucked.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
Into the show.
The commentary team was the Raw commentary team, which I already said, and then the SmackDown commentary team: Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton.
Nice rendition of America the Beautiful, though, by Yolanda Adams. Respect to her.
Yeah, yep. I thought she did good. I mean, it's really hard to do it bad, though. I don't think anyone ever has, like, WrestleMania.
Mean Gene?
It's not his fault, though. He didn't know he was going to have to do that, though.
He should know. Yeah, I'll give you that. Different circumstance. All right, boom, 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 pyro, my announce team. Let's open the show. Alexa Bliss comes on stage, welcomes everybody to WrestleMania, says, with a snap of my fingers, I can create a moment like that. And who comes out, gentlemen?
Hulk Hogan. And
brother.
I didn't hear his promo, but I'm just going to imagine he said he's going to,
It's WrestleMania 30 all over again. It said, great to be back once again in the Silver Dome. What you going to do when Alexa Bliss and 80,000 Hulkamaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Yeah. And then Alexa Bliss poses with Hogan.
Who comes out during Hogan's theme, walking in rhythm, it seems, to the music, which I absolutely love.
Yes. I thought
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And we are not waiting around here for this match because my client, Brock Lesnar, is ready to go to Las Vegas where he is more respected. So we're doing this thing right now. And boy, did they. I did not see this coming in a million years.
Yeah, so we got the Universal title match, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. I wasn't expecting this.
Awesome entry graphic, by the way, for Seth Rollins. That was epic.
Yeah. And, I was pretty surprised about this because Brock's never got on first. The last time I think he opened the show was at Royal Rumble 2003 against the Big Show. But, he was still main event and won the Rumble still, so it was pretty.
And keep in mind, Owen, this is supposed to be the company's top title, right? Of their top show. This is the Universal title opening the show, and the match didn't start for 7 minutes. It was nothing but ring around, beat down, and as soon as the bell rang, ding, low blow, curb stomp, less than 3 minutes, Seth Rollins finally has that cursed belt, but it's off Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I actually like the way they did all this. I thought it made Brock Lesnar look strong, and I actually like the way, Seth Rollins won and everything. And I actually thought it was just the simplest thing you could do. And, I didn't expect Seth Rollins to win because of what happened at WrestleMania last year. And, I don't know if Brock Lesnar's done because that depends on, if Vince is going to keep throwing money at him because we have another Saudi Arabia show coming up, and they might
don't mention that country's name here.
We mentioned it here, so.
Well,
I like this. I like the beatdown. I liked, and it all felt authentic too. It felt, pretty legitimate. So, I gave it 3 stars. I thought this I thought this match was a win, and I thought the right guy went over. It would have been better though because Seth Rollins is still hot, but he's not as hot as I don't think he was last year. If he had won it last year, it would have been a little bit better. But I still thought, him winning it was good. So Noah, what are your thoughts on this? This match and your star rating and everything?
Well, like I said, I thought it was going to be part of the triple main event, okay? And I didn't expect us getting all 3 happy moments. I only expected 1. I expected 2 of them to go bad. This was one of the first I expected to go bad. Obviously, it's Brock damn Lesnar. But here it is opening the show, and I'm like, holy cow, do they not care about Seth Rollins? Or is this literally going to be something unexpected? It was unexpected. Seth won the title. Maybe that means now Raw will bring some more legitimacy to this belt and to its brand now that people have something to actually go for every week. And Seth Rollins, hey, kudos to him. He did it. He's the champ. This match was a 3 out of 5 for me, though, because it's Brock Lesnar. Because we still got the typical spiel, suplex, suplex, suplex.
I even like to, it actually made sense that Brock Lesnar would be pissed that he's not the main event, because in real life, you would expect that to be believable, too. So him saying...
Well, the fact is he doesn't really care about, I don't know, because, he doesn't really care about the so-called business. He doesn't even care about the ring of Ash itself. He's in it for the money. He's at home right now eating a steak with his wife, Sable.
Yeah.
And that's probably what he's doing right now as we speak.
John, any thoughts you have about this and your star rating?
I thought it was a fun car
wreck. With a pleasurable ending and a lot of pyro. Good Lord, how much pyro did they have this year at WrestleMania?
A lot.
We'll get to Roman.
Oh, snort fest. And we'll get there. But star rating for this match, John.
I gave it 2.5. I can't really qualify it as a match because it only went 2 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Everything inside it was awesome. It was like like all like the best Brock matches over the last couple years have been like a few minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of brawling. Like
Goldberg
and him and Joe.
Those went the distance.
The
four-way, yeah, they're fun car wreck matches.
Yeah. I mean, he had some really good ones, too, with Bryan and Styles at Survivor Series.
Probably his best, too, let's be honest.
Yeah. And then it went to AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, which actually was originally supposed to kick off the show.
Cards next change.
Yeah. Jerry the King Lawler was on commentary for this match. He was like the special guest commentator. He took Byron's place. And I actually thought this was another really good match here. Really can't go on with AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I know this isn't the first match together, but it's still like a fresh matchup because we haven't seen it in so long. And I really like the way they told the story in this match. AJ got control early, and then Randy Orton continued to stay in control. He hit his draping DDT, the neck breaker. AJ hit the phenomenal form outside the ring, which is how he got his injury that he has now. And Randy Orton went for the RKO twice in this match. He went to catch Styles with the springboard phenomenal forearm, but Styles saw it coming and hit the springboard 450 splash. But Orton kicked out. Orton hit the superplex. Styles kicked out, and then he went for that RKO he hit at Elimination Chamber, where Styles went for the phenomenal form, but Orton, went for the RKO and Styles was on the top rope, but Styles was able to reverse it this time. And then eventually, after Styles hit the calf crusher, Styles eventually hit the phenomenal form again, got the win, and I like this. I know technically Styles is going to be out for a while, but I still thought the right guy went over in the end. Because AJ Styles is going to be there more long term than Randy Orton is, and he's the newest star. So I really like this. I thought it was a really good match. Could have gone a little longer. Maybe I think you could have taken some time off the Triple H Batista match and put it here.
We'll get that later.
Yeah. So I really like this match. I gave it 3 3/4. I thought it was a really good match. John, any thoughts you have about this match?
I thought it could have been better. I thought it was a kind of standard Orton match. AJ was fine. I think Orton was kind of a little lazy.
Okay.
He is part-time. He is the veteran of WWE. He did get his RKO in, but AJ Styles kicked out. I'm sure they're going to have another one-on-one counter.
Yep.
I'm not surprised if they start again against each other in Money in the Bank, whether it's in the Money in the Bank match or one-on-one against each other after costing each other a qualifier. If they actually have qualifying matches for Money in the Bank, because the stigma now seems to be, this guy's in Money in the Bank, this guy's in Money in the Bank, this guy's in Money in the Bank, and I fucking hate that. This match was better than the opener. I enjoyed their Styles and Randy Orton's chemistry. If I were to compare this with their SmackDown Live original match, I thought this was slightly better than that, but they could have gone better. And also, according to the fans there were problems with seeing the match due to blinding lights. So good job, WWE, on your production value, really giving
Oh,
the
yeah.
fans the experience they want. This match was 3.75 out of 5 for me.
What about you, John? Any other thoughts?
I thought that I just thought like I think of like these two guys as probably that the two of like the top 10 wrestlers in the last 10, 15 years. Two of the top guys to be able to draw. I was expecting a little more.
Okay.
I gave it 3.5, but
Okay.
that's just I can't go any higher.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And then we had the SmackDown Tag Team Title Fatal 4-Way match: Aleister Black and Ricochet versus the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev versus the Bar. A good tag team match. You know, I thought it was the better of the two 4-way tag team matches. And that's, you know, not being sexist. It's just I thought it was.
You forgot one match before that, Owen.
What?
Shane McMahon versus Miz.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying I thought this match was better out of the two 4-way.
I thought you were just going in order. Okay.
No. But yeah, I enjoyed this tag team match. You know, it was I thought it was like a nice sprint of spots and stuff like that. You know, I liked the black mass into the 630. I liked the Sheamus doing the 10 beats of the bad boy into like each of the tag team you know, guys, and Cesaro doing like the swing to Ricochet for like a minute straight.
That was one of the best Cesaro swings I have ever freaking seen.
Had to be.
Sheamus just beating everybody. Aleister Black got 23 beats.
Yeah.
That was freaking hilarious. The Bar owned this match, in my opinion, despite the fact they lost. And the thing, I kind of discredited them being as the Bar, you know, kind of just being filler and stuff. I thought Rusev and Nakamura were going to be like, meh. Rusev and Nakamura were much more relevant, and I'm surprised that they didn't get the pinfall, but it does make sense because you're going to cover, if you're the champs, the more credible team, and you're also going to protect the NXT guys. So in my opinion, the ending was appropriate. I'm glad the Usos won. Kind of annoyed I didn't call that right, but I'm sure there's different plans for Aleister Black and Ricochet, but Ricochet owned this match, in my opinion, whether it was rolling through that Tower of Doom shot that he actually did and saw the carnage that was in front of him, or just literally enduring and surviving that Cesaro swing. Ricochet was MVP of this match. Loved this match. It was 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah. And then Usos win with the splash on Sheamus.
The doubles, both of them splashed Sheamus.
Yeah. I actually like the feel that Sheamus took the fall because it's not like it's going to hurt Sheamus because he's like a multi-time world champion. It's freaking Sheamus. It doesn't hurt him. I actually really enjoyed this match. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. It was a really fun tag team match. What about you, John?
It was a fun match. These are 4 really talented teams.
Well, 3 and 1 thrown together. Rusev and Nakamura.
I mean, they're 2 talented guys. So that's just.
Yeah.
I agree. I'll agree with you on that. Poorly booked, but I agree.
Then we have, you know, doing some nice spots. I like the swing. I like the beats of the Baron. I like the finish with the double splash.
Tower of Doom.
Tower of Doom. Yep.
And Ricochet spinning around Cesaro only to get caught with a freaking uppercut.
Oh yeah.
That was insane.
Yep. I only went 2.5.
Okay.
This is actually one of my better favorite matches of the show, so I'm kind of surprised at that, John. Sorry I didn't deliver it for you.
It's more of like I'm not a big fan of like a lot of multi-man spots with like, you know, one person dives out and then another person dives out and then a third person dives out. Oh wait first. Here comes the 4th team. They're gonna dive out as well.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Diving, they all just got beat to death on their chest for it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very entertaining while his partner was still swinging Ricochet, who still probably did it to this day, I would imagine. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of like too many people in one match. It just feels like, you know, we're going to get everybody in to get payday.
I mean, you literally defined what WrestleMania is according to Vince. Get everybody on the card.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. Next match.
I believe, though, we had an Alexa Bliss segment here. Because I know we had them throughout the show. Was this the Juan Simmons one, I believe, when the B team were with her and
I don't know if it was that early.
Okay.
But I know that was a segment, and yeah, the only relevant thing about it Damn.
Kind of thought though it was an undeserved. It was an undeserved damn though. It really wasn't anything damn worthy.
Yeah, but you know what? I needed something to wake me up. And whenever Ron Simmons is on my TV screen wearing that shirt and I know what's about to happen, that always gives me a laugh.
I guess so. And then this then we had the Falls Count Anywhere match, The Miz versus Shane McMahon.
What the fuck is this?
So I actually enjoyed this match. And we can debate. I don't know how you guys feel about who won, but we can talk about that. So, I feel like you want to talk about this match, Noah. So I'll let you talk about it.
I've been talking first before you two gentlemen for most of these matches that I cared about. Let's get your opinions on this first.
So, the Miz, is the whole story of the match was the Miz was being too overzealous and too, emotional in this match. So the Shane McMahon would cut him off at every turn and beat the crap out of him and really dominate the Miz. And then eventually, the Miz finally mounted a comeback. He threw Shane into the post. He tackled him into the barricade. But then eventually, Shane McMahon takes out the Miz and he's gonna elbow drop him through the announcer's table. But George Mizanin, who was sitting ringside, which I think everyone expected that he was gonna make a cameo in this match, sticks up for his son. And Shane McMahon challenges George Mizanin to get into the ring. I actually enjoyed this bit. I thought it was a very funny bit. And Shane McMahon takes out George Mizanin. Then this pisses the Miz off, and he goes off on Shane McMahon, beats the crap out of him. And he has the EMT check on his father. And then the Miz kicks the shit out of Shane McMahon, like basically the rest of the match. He throws him into like one of like the support beams that was like setting up the stage on the outside. They fought into like over by like not the German announce team, but like the other like languages.
Team.
Yeah, the international announce team. And he pushes him like off the railing, and he falls off onto a golf cart, and then off of that. But Miz doesn't get the pinfall. And then they fight up over by like the tech area, which was like high up, picture like the WrestleMania 17 spot all over again. That's pretty much what it was. And the Miz hits Shane with a camera, but then eventually Shane starts to mount a comeback, and eventually though the Miz counteracts it, and he hits a superplex off the tech team through it was basically a crash pad, but it was supposed to be like through the floor. But because Shane McMahon was on top of Miz, the referee counted 3, and Shane McMahon beat the Miz at WrestleMania. Now, I know a lot of people probably aren't happy about this, but I actually kind of like this finish because it's a way for them to continue the feud if that's what they're going to do. It works with Shane McMahon's heel role where he says that he's the best in the world, and I don't think the Miz really needed the win here. You could say it legitimizes him as a face, but I think the fact that he lost, will really help him out, like, eventually in the long run. I could still see Shane McMahon stacking the deck against the Miz, maybe, cost him an opportunity to go in the Money in the Bank ladder match. There's just so much things you can do with this finish and plus Shane McMahon doesn't really win that much. So I actually was cool with this finish because it's not like Miz lost by looking weak. The Miz lost kind of by looking strong. It was, I actually think everyone benefited from this match. So I was fine with this. I thought it was a fun Falls Count Anywhere match. I gave it 3 3/4 stars as well. But Noah, you might not. Yeah, I think you disagree with me. So should I let you go last or should I let John go next?
John,
I'm all in favor of Shane winning, because it keeps him as a credible heel and Miz as the fire bayface to try to get back at that dastardly asshole Shane McMahon who beat the crap out of my father.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna keep that going, and plus, Miz is gonna need those kind of victories because he's not a natural babyface. He really is. He's a natural prick and heel. So he's gonna need some other asshole to do it to get him be more cheered than booed. I did enjoy Miz's dad I think anytime Miz's dad's involved in any segment, whether it's intentional or non-intentional, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I think I still have the old photo of him on I think it was during Miz's first babyface run, where he's getting his ass kicked by Randy Orton or someone in his hometown of Cleveland, and they cut over to his parents, and his mom's like, "Oh my god, my poor baby! Oh my god, I can't say it." His dad's looking over like, "You serious? Mike, get up."
I think he was laughing too.
Yeah, he was.
Did you ever watch?
All right,
he's awesome. Any segment he has the one face, and it's awesome.
I think I actually liked it too because I don't know if you watched this, John. Like my son's a superstar, my daughter's a superstar. Like they talk about that too in that. And George Mizanin didn't know what.
Oh no, he doesn't give a shit. He shits on his son at every turn.
Yeah.
What
about your star rating for this match?
I gave it 3 3/4. I thought the spots were fun. This was just a really fun. I also really liked the story going in too, which also helped my star rating.
Yeah. And like I said, it makes sense. I forgot to talk about that too. Shane also just turned heel. He had to win his first match as a heel because then he's not legitimate as a heel. So,
yep.
But I think we pissed Noah off, and we just awoken a sleeping beast.
I wouldn't say that. But the fact that this storyline is continuing and we got heel McMahon at 40 figures again, storyline continuity, brilliant job, WWE. There was a point this match really seemed slow to me with the lazy start. Mrs. Dad having the worst stance ever and then just getting popped in the face and apparently dropped. Then Miz goes into a fury mode, but then says, check on my dad. They go all over the place. It was slowly drawn out into this finish, into a crash pad. That Shane won. Are you fucking kidding me? That means this feud's going to continue, and we're still going to hear him call himself the best in the world. And we're still going to see that cursed trophy. And we're still just going to get pointless segments of Shane McMahon killing time away from actual wrestlers to give us a wrestling match just so he can put himself over as the best in the world. Do we really need a heel 49-year-old Shane, a 40 figure, in 2019, driving storylines with The Miz? Hell no! 3 out of 5 for me.
All right. Then we had the women's tag team title match, which Paige did commentary for. It was the Boston Hug Connection defending against the Samoan Slaughterhouse, defending against the Divas of Doom, defending against the Iconics in a 4-way tag team title match. Noah, I think you and Steve are the only ones that got this match right.
You damn right I did, and I'll tell you why. Like I said, the only legitimate tag team since those cursed titles were freaking made were the Iconics. You know what makes you a tag team? You come out to the same music, you wear similar gear, you have that chemistry. Sure, you can be best friends and come out to each other's theme partly, but that doesn't make you a legitimate tag team. We don't need to rely on nostalgia and veterans in the modern era to put over new talent, and I don't need fucking poor Samoan Slaughterhouse that can't wrestle worth dick as my freaking tag champs. The Iconics deserve this moment, and I'm glad they won. This match was short and brief, and there's like 2 memorable things about it. The freaking glam slam off the top rope that destroyed Sasha Banks, who ate the pinfall by the Iconics, who came in the end, typical heel fashion, for the win. Now these titles can be used for something meaningful. This could be like Edge and Christian type chemistry of a title run. And that's why I'm happy.
So, this is also one I also disagree with you with, but for the negative aspects, this match was just there. It was filler.
Yeah, I know. But now maybe those titles will actually go to NXT, go to NXT UK, and maybe they'll stay away from Samoan Slaughterhouse, the same pointless team that seems to be always going for these titles. And now we're expecting something big to happen next week with the Superstar Shakeup, I'm sure. So that's why I'm happy about this. The Iconics deserve it, and I see them holding those titles for a while, giving us some fun, interesting moments and matches. So that's why I'm okay with this. The match, yes, it underdelivered because the titles are still pretty much irrelevant. Yeah, Boston Hug, they got a whoop-de-doo. But where have they been 95% of the time, Owen and John? Fucking Monday Night Raw, where there's only one tag team apparently going for them, and it's fucking Nia Jax and Tamina. And I don't need that shit.
But I think the wrong team won this match. Mainly because they just debuted these titles and they're already hot potato in the championships. Like, I think that's ridiculous. Now we're not going to get Sky Pirates versus Boston Hug Connection, and
Well,
if
thanks for
Sasha
that.
Banks if Sasha Banks is going to be out of the company,
Oh, here we go.
then this was
Spoiler
then this,
alert.
then this
Yeah,
was
Sasha really yelled in Vince's face, "I'm going to AEW." Stormed out. She didn't appear on the Wendy Williams show, and we have no idea where she stands right now. Apparently, she's with Kalisto and his wife, and she's with Sasha Banks is with her husband, I guess, relaxing somewhere. So hopefully she's in a better state. But honestly, I hope Sasha Banks goes to SmackDown Live, reignites a singles career, and honestly, I want her to be the next feud against someone we're going to be talking about very soon. Bottom line, these titles, you want them to mean something, okay, do it in a different aspect. If you're not going to use the best two modern-day female wrestlers as a team for these titles, then use a legitimate team that win by shenanigans and antics and can bring humor. It's a different dynamic and a different direction for these titles. Doesn't undervalue them? It depends on how you look at it. They just started. Give it a chance.
Well, let's see what John thinks about this match. And this match was filler though, 2 stars.
I agree on the fact it was filler, but the only reason I'm giving it slightly more is because my team and the only legitimate tag team won. Whether you agree with that or not, the Iconics won. 2.5 for me.
What about you, John? Your thoughts on this match and the star rating?
By God, they tried. About as nice as I can put it. The match wasn't really anything that special.
Nope.
It was basically, this was missing your excuse to go buy yourself a nice T-shirt.
The first, I might add.
What?
First excuse. Continue.
Yep. I will also say that Nia Jax, I hope you recover well from your ACL injuries. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Man, get well soon.
Yeah.
I never wish injury on anybody. That just sucks.
I know. Look, I don't care how bad you are as a wrestler. It doesn't make you a bad human being. No. So I never wish harm on you. Now, as far as the dickhead that attacked Bret Hart, he could be erased from assistance with Funnel's gauntlet.
Oh, no. I'm so happy that Dash got a nice stiff shot and broke his nose.
That was like a Mike Tyson right hand to his face, broke his nose. I wish he did more. Hell, I wish freaking Ronda Rousey's husband's got his hands on him. Sure, Braun Strowman's about to get these hands, but I think Ronda Rousey's husband would have killed him.
Yeah.
I'll pull it this
deserved it too.
Like this guy's like trying to make a name for himself. Is like, I wonder who I can go after. The nearly 70-year-old cancer patient who survived a stroke.
Yeah, like freaking legend. And by the way, you forgot to mention Bret Hart. He did come out, led Natalya and Beth to the ring for a moment, and then went backstage. So good on him. Good recovery from the Hall of Fame. But I feel like this is going to be one of the last time we're going to see the Hall of Fame set, and potentially the last time they let fans into the Hall of Fame. Because let's face it, the only reason that fans are at the Hall of Fame is because of one thing: Vince gets money.
Yep. So, I think we'll just transition into the next segment because I think it was the Hall of Fame segment next. We'll just talk about because this is how we tie in the Hall of Fame. We usually talk about it real quick. The inductees were Honky Tonk Man, who was inducted by Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, who didn't see that coming?
Tori Wilson who was inducted by Stacy Keibler.
That was a shocker.
The Hart Foundation, they didn't have inductees. They just came out. Brutus the Barber Beefcake
was pretty much their inductee. Natalya was pretty much their inductee. Let's face it.
Yeah.
The daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah, and then Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who was inducted by Hulk Hogan. Sue Atchison, I don't know how to say her last name.
Sue Atchison, inducted by John Cena.
But presented by Dana Warrior. And then Harlem Heat also went in, and DX went in. I'll give my quick thoughts on it. I thought it was... I mean, I'm typically entertained every year by the Hall of Fame. We can talk about every year how they shouldn't have it and stuff and how much of a joke it is, but it's always fun to watch. I thought Honky Tonk Man's speech was fun, hearing his story and stuff. And, I thought his speech, though, was a little too short. I think they could have, given time from Tori Wilson's speech to him. So, and then Tori Wilson's speech was actually a good speech, but I still don't think she should. I don't think she should be in the Hall of Fame, but the Hall of Fame, there's a lot of people that are in it anyways that shouldn't be in it, and she does it,
I can say a little bit.
Yeah. And then, Hard Foundation, like I said, I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head, but
let's pretend he never existed, because when I watched the Hall of Fame after G1 Supercard, that segment never happened.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And then Brutus the Barber Beefcake, he had a good speech, but the show, it wasn't anything memorable. Sue Ashton, I thought, had a good speech. Harlem Heat had a pretty good speech. I liked the extra speech a lot,
of course.
The AEW jokes, the All-In joke, the cross-eyed glasses with the big nose glasses, the, new old woman, posts and stuff like that. Triple H blaming his mom for all this stuff. And then the people that went into the Legendary Hall of Fame, I'll just say those real quick.
Okay.
We had Bruiser Brody, Jim Bonnet, Shinma, I don't know how to say his last name, Luna Vachon, Playboy Buddy Rose, Primo Carnala, Professor Toro Tanaka, Special Delivery Jones, Wahoo McDaniel, Joe Cohen. Definitely a great legendary legacy class. Some notable names that were there were Victoria, Candice Michelle, Drake Maverick, because he wasn't at WrestleMania, Mike Kanellis, Teddy Long, Juan Simmons, Godfather, and those are the only memorable names I can think of off the top.
There's a lot of people there. Let's be honest. I also enjoyed the new set, the new direction. Corey Graves, Renee Young were great hosts. I really enjoyed this Hall of Fame a lot. But again, if you can't rely on fans to really, really respect this, where we should be giving honor to all of these, well, most of them, all of these people that are going into this Hall of Fame, which should actually be a matter not only to them but to us, then go back to the way it used to be, a gala with just the WWE family.
Yeah. What about you, John? Any additional thoughts about the Hall of Fame, or did you not? Did you only see the Bret Hart thing?
I always saw the Bret Hart thing.
Okay.
You haven't seen anything about it at all?
I've not seen any of the speeches, or I've seen the set. Other than that, nothing.
Well, again, I feel like it's to your degree as a fan. You should at least give a chance. And if you even don't watch it, put it somehow on a device and just listen to it. Because I respect all their speeches. I respect everything each one done, including Tori Wilson, who's done a lot after WWE, where it seems like this is why she was more worthy of it, inspiring younger women, starting her own workout thing, etc. We all know what she was doing during her time in WWE, what she was degraded to. Also respect to her father, who helped her even during that time. Rest in peace, by the way. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Congrats to all of them. DX, of course, only the night. Longest speech, a lot of funny moments, but a lot of bad aftermath, too.
So, this is where my memory fails me. So let me see. I'm just going to see if I can get this right. Is it the WWE title match next?
Yes, it's Kofi and Bryan.
Yes, it is. It's Kofi Mania.
So, this match, I'm going to probably overweight this match, but I thought this was a great match because I was invested in the storyline. I was invested in the characters. And I just really enjoyed this match. You definitely noticed, though, the camera cuts, though, in this match. When Bryan got, his roll-up, the camera panned over the crowd, so he, nearly missed, a near fall right there. So that
right, because they wanted to get the crowd reaction, but they jumped the gun.
But, yeah, they need to stop that crap, but it's never going to stop anytime soon, so why fight it? But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Big E and Xavier Woods said they're going to give Kofi a present afterwards. He won. And I'm not going to break it down spot for spot because basically the storyline is Kofi Kingston's the underdog babyface that you really want to win. The new Daniel Bryan would come close and stalling Kofi Kingston's momentum, time in and time out. And Kofi Kingston, would fight valiantly. New Day took out Rowan. And eventually Kofi Kingston hit that Trouble in Paradise, won the championship. And what was that present? It was two presents, actually. It was the old WWE Championship. Well, not the old, but the current one. The one they have now. They went back to that. which maybe that means he's gonna be
Baby. Yeah.
For a while then, because they would have just had him hold Bryan's belt. So we'll see. And he got like a T-shirt too that had like the title on it with like the New Day and stuff. And so I'm just gonna go based off like how I felt about it. This was my highlight of the night. I thought this was awesome, and nothing followed this for me. So I gave this match probably overrating it, but I'm giving it 4.5 stars just because I got everything I could have wanted out of this match, and I thought they had a nice technical match. The storyline was awesome, and I didn't think Kofi was gonna win. Even though like I picked him to win, it was more of a want pick. I thought Vince was gonna troll all of us and have Bryan win, but he went with the right choice. Now maybe it's because Bryan's hurt, so they had to go with. They didn't have a choice but to go with Kofi. But I don't care. I love this. And no one's taken this moment away from me. I was just going on last, because nothing followed this for me. But I don't understand why I didn't go on last, but I wish it did. So yeah, probably the worst breakdown of a match. It's definitely like a fan versus a critic. So,
well, you're not Dave Meltzer, and you're trying to keep this video short. But apparently, this being your match of the night, I'm surprised you didn't try and break down some of the moves, especially the spot where Kofi Kingston was really tied up in a pretzel in the middle of the ring, had nowhere to go. We thought he was going to tap out, and somehow he got out of it, made a rope break.
Yeah.
You did bring how Rowan came into play. The New Day came into play. New Day got assaulted by Rowan, but then they came back and they hit the midnight hour on Rowan, taking him out of the match. You brought the podium. You brought that present. And yeah, biggest pop of the night. Everybody wanted. It was WrestleMania 30 all over again instead of Wrestlemania. You got Kofi Mania, biggest pop of the night, huge power explosion, and the original WWE Championship with Kofi plates on it. And his family came in the ring to celebrate. Tremendous moment of the night for everybody, I'm sure. Nothing, unfortunately, picked up as much momentum, as much of the pop, as much as just energy from the crowd after this. This should have been where WrestleMania really should have ended if they were going to do a 2-day WrestleMania, which we all know they'll never will because that would be ridiculous. But you're right. It was, you know what? The fan in me, I'm happy for, Becky, Iconics, blah, blah, blah. But you're right. I called this wrong, but it was a tremendous moment when it happened. And personally, I'm glad to see the original WWE Championship back. It is a 4.5 out of 5 for me as well.
Let's see what John thinks, though.
It was the best match on the show. What can I tell you? The show peaked right here.
And then it went
most of the time. Yep, and we still had about 3 hours left to go.
Yeah,
yeah, I know, right? Isn't that ironic? This is like during the 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock hour, and this was literally your match / moment of the night, and nothing, including something we're going to talk about that we never thought would happen in a million years, nothing touched this.
Nope.
Congratulations, Kofi Kingston. Daniel Bryan, I hope you're okay.
Yep. I think the storyline was great. I think they had the perfect baby face. They had a perfect heel. This was like a perfect storm.
And it was only 1-on-1, despite the fact that Daniel Bryan, he went against not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 heels. Scott Armstrong, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. All it took was one heel here, and you had your moment of the night. By the way, I don't know if y'all saw the WWE Now segment prior to WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan cut probably the most epic promo ever about Kofi Kingston knocking the door down. If you haven't seen it, folks, go see it. Everything about this worked perfectly to me, despite the fact Vince McMahon threw so many stupid swerves.
But yeah, anything else, John?
I think that actually helped. I do think that actually helped out this match because like it's building up the anticipation of seeing this more, which led to the moment of the night. Unfortunately, this is where Mania peaks. This is where like everyone had reached their apex and nothing was going to follow it.
And according to the next match, if Owen calls the next match I'm thinking of, this is our next piss break of the night.
Well, John, you star rating, John?
I gave it 4.5.
Okay.
So we're all the
Do
same.
you think the show should? Do you think they should have gone on last, considering how great it got? Or do you think like it was the perfect?
No, I think what went on last deserved to go on last.
Yes, agree.
So, then was it Joe versus Ray next?
Joe versus Ray.
Yes.
So I can't hate this because the reports were out there that Ray was hurt, and I was still like feeling the adrenaline from Kofi winning. So, I really They had a handicap going in. Should they have replaced Ray? Probably, but I really can't hate this. I kind of thought it made Joe look strong that he just squashed him in 2 minutes in a way. So, I'll give it.
It was a minute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be generous and give it like 2.25, just because it had a handicap going in. So I really can't.
I didn't really know how to rate this.
Yeah, like I didn't know.
It's only a minute long, and Joe looked awesome.
Yeah, like I said, it had a handicap with Way being hurt. So what can we really say about it? So,
Yeah.
what about you, Noah?
It was a minute long. Ray was hurt. This was after Kofi. But it was Samoa Joe's first Mania. He finally made it on the grand stage. We've already seen how Ray has won matches in less than a minute. This was Joe's turn to do it. They did mention Dominic at all. They didn't even cameo Dominic. I'm not sure where this is going. I feel like this was really just to give Joe a moment, or just people to go out of their seats and go get something. But yeah, it's weird. I can't be mad at it. I can't be cruel to it. 2.5.
Sure. All right. Then I believe it was we had the Alexa Bliss segment where like she talked to Colin Jost and Michael Che, and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall came in with like the doctors. I didn't find this funny. I know people did, but I didn't. So
who the fuck found this funny?
Chris Dodd. So.
Chris,
Moving on.
Wait, what'd you say, John?
I would say, Chris, if he thinks that's comedy, then I fear.
Yeah.
Look, I understand comedy is subjective, but you compare this to comedy.
Yeah.
You might as well be watching paint dry and hope a bubble pops or something.
Thank you. At least I'm not in the minor with that one. So
you are definitely not in the minority.
Yeah. And then we had I think the Elias segment.
No.
Was it Triple H?
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, the pyro of the night.
Who wants? So I'll let Noah. So I'll let John break this match down, because we always let John break down the Roman matches. But that was kind of before everything that happened with Roman, so I don't know if John's gonna be.
Oh no! No! He's healthy. He's in the ring. He gets full wrath.
Okay.
Yeah, the grace period's over. I can now grade him like any other wrestler.
Yep. So do it.
Okay. If people here had the illusion that's Vince McMahon's got to roll with another guy, nope, not at all. Not at all. Roman had, I want to say this whole pay-per-view had like maybe $1 million in pyro, and about a quarter of it went to Roman's entrance.
Yeah.
So they came out. The crowd at this point was absolutely dead tired.
Yeah.
After pretty much sitting through 5 hours of wrestling. It was every single Roman match you've ever seen. Punch, punch, punch. Clothesline, drop. Apron drop kick. Punch, clothesline, clothesline. Pick up power brand. Superman punch, spear. Roman wins. This match, sucked, and I think Drew deserved better.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right. I'll give it I was also burnt at this point, so I'll give it, I don't even know what to give it. I'll give it 2.5. I didn't write it down, so I'll just give it 2. Because it in a way, like, I was happy to see him back, like, in a singles capacity and stuff, but yeah, I think like the rocket ship's going right back up. I mean, Roman's ass now, so it's kind of like,
they'll turn on him, give him a few weeks.
Yeah, I think once he gets back into the Universal like title picture, and I don't really know what. It's kind of the way he won too. Like he just hit the spear, like when you thought McIntyre was going to counter it, and he just didn't kick out. I think this didn't really do any favors for Drew. I thought, I typically don't condone people get out of the finishes, but with the way Drew kind of was booked coming into this match, I think they should have taken 2. Because I expected Roman to win, and should he have won? He probably should have won because it was his return match. But I feel like kind of Drew should have won in a way, because I feel like it benefited Drew more. And I think it gives sympathy for Roman Reigns, but yeah, I don't think Roman Reigns though is gonna go back to being like booed the way he was, but I think it's gonna be more 50-50, but we'll see. Um, and I think I can picture the hate comments coming. The fact that I just said that now, but we'll see.
What? No. He's fine. He's healthy. He's
Yeah,
cancer free. Okay, he's still liable for criticism.
yeah. Um, what about you, Noah? Do you have any thoughts about it, or?
Average match, Roman match, literally the same formula. Drew McIntyre deserves better. I like the callback to his entrance, though. Callback to NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, where he faced the glorious Bobby Roode, being led out by that marching band or whatever of the fleet. And Drew McIntyre always looks epic, always looks intense in the ring. I see these two going after each other once again, unless Drew's a little bit of SmackDown Live. But again, typical Roman match. But I like the fact that Roman's just so thankful for this. He prayed in the corner. Can't hate the guy, but you can hate the match. Average match, 2.5 out of 5.
And then was it the?
It's Hunter. It's Elias.
I thought so.
I love this segment. Go for it.
So Elias is out there. He's performing his concert, and he's in 3 places at once.
I'll say not out there. He's on the screen in front of a drum set. Then he's on the screen with Elias in front of a piano. Then he's in the ring, Elias, the actual Elias, leading Elias with the guitar, while Elias and Elias are on the screen talking to each other, and they're all playing together. And I'm like, this is freaking epic and well choreographed. I love this.
I loved it too. And, Elias does his typical Elias stick.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
And then, who comes out but John Cena?
The weirdest video package ever.
Yeah,
Not a million years would I expect to see this in 2019 as a WrestleMania moment. Word live?
Yeah, I forgot. He came out to the Babe Ruth video package when they won the Super Bowl back in the 1930s.
Wearing a Yankees jacket or shirt or whatever the heck it was.
Owen.
Yeah?
Super Bowl is football. World Series is baseball.
I meant to say World Series, but I don't know why Super Bowl came
Botch!
And then
you guys would be banned from the Summerfest.
That's even what I think. That's like that's the Summerfest all over again, right there.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even think Noah would have made that mistake.
I wouldn't have, and I'm hashtag non-sports, but I know the Super Bowl land of football, World Series is baseball.
Yeah.
Damn, Owen.
So then John Cena comes out to his World Life,
basic
thugonomics gimmick.
Chain it out, still chain everything.
I thought this was awesome. It was. I mean, we knew we were gonna see Cena. You could say it's the same thing as last year, but I thought this was different. We haven't seen thugonomics since 2012. So it was something different. He comes out wearing Yankees jersey.
I would have beaten the crap out of him if he was.
Yeah. It's in New York. It's in New Jersey though.
Fuck you, you sellout.
So.
Whoa!
He raps on Elias, and just go watch the rap because I'm not.
I don't make it word for word. I can't rap.
The typical things he talked about how Elias was playing with himself, because he actually was, but it was.
Let's just say John Cena here was not PG.
No, and he lays him out with AA, which this time the FU. And leaves. I love this. It was
brilliant segment.
And it was a night. We needed a segment like this because we had 2 kind of average matches in a way. So this kind of
you need somebody to wake the crowd up. You need something.
And if only they could have stayed on this momentum throughout the rest of the show, though, because that didn't happen.
That's too much to ask for Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Hunter and Dave.
What about you? What about the Cena segment, Johnny? Did you like it or?
It was fine. I'm not a big Cena guy, so
yeah.
It was okay.
All right, John. I forgot to mention too. Booker T did commentary for the U.S. title match because it's so.
Oh, that's right. He
Oh,
was out there for 2
for a
minutes.
minute.
Yeah. All right, John. This is
Hunter
your
and Dave. No holds barred for some reason.
25 minutes of absolute insanity that went way too long. Break it down.
All right, I'm going to start with the entrances. So Dave comes out. First off, he misses the car door on this first, when he's trying to slam it the first time. And then he tries to get in the ring and he tripped. And I'm like,
Yep.
Botch.
I was like, oh boy, so we're in for this kind of moment, huh? we're in for this kind of match.
Wrestlemania had a feeding fest of WrestleMania.
I think once he tripped too, we knew the match we were gonna get to.
And I'm like,
and we knew the outcome, but continue.
Then Triple H comes out in the customizable Mario Kart. Somehow he still got his timing right on his entrance, though, despite the fact that he started way down the ramp and his music didn't start until then.
True.
So the music starts. Sorry, so the match starts. They do some moves. Triple H pulls out the Dean Willis pliers and pulls out Batista's nose ring.
Ouch.
That had to hurt. That sucked. Poor Dave.
Yeah.
Then they pull out a chain. They choke each other with the chain.
Whack each other with it.
Yep, they whip. It's every brawl that you've seen up to this point.
Wrenched his fingers.
Yep. A lot of joint offense for Hunter.
Yeah.
Then Batista tries to get the steps up, and I say try, like the stairs were not working for Dave.
No.
Yeah, his fingers were broken.
Yeah. So he finally gets him up, hits Hunter with him, and he falls down. He grabs the stairs. He's gonna do a Batista bomb onto Hunter onto the announce desk. Instead, Hunter flips him off. He does a back body drop. Batista lands the announce table, does not break. Poor Dave. Hunter also almost falls off when he does the backdrop. So very slowly Hunter gets back on the table, hits him with a spear through the other announce table. It was the biggest slow motion spear I've ever seen in my life.
Shawn Michaels even tried to put it over, like, oh my gosh! By the way, Shawn Michaels was on commentary.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Shawn was on commentary, and Batista was heckling Shawn.
Correct.
Throughout the night.
And Triple H's dad too.
And Hunter's dad. Forgot about him in the crowd. And then Hunter gets the sledgehammer and uses it as a cane to prop himself back up. He tries 3 times to hit Dave with it. Fails all 3 times. He takes Dave's signature offense of the spear, the spine buster, and the Batista bomb, which he, of course, kicks out of. Hunter took a nice, sick DDT spot on the DDT bump on the hard part, on the heavier part of the stairs. That was pretty cool. Dave got hit with the power bomb on the. Dave got hit with the power bomb from top rope onto the bottom of the stairs, I think. Or
correct.
Was it suplex?
It was stairs. The stairs. He got planted to the stairs.
Yep. Hunter hits the pedigree. Batista kicks out. Hunter goes to the corner where Ric Flair comes out of the crowd, gives him a sledgehammer, goes across the ring to taunt Dave. Dave turns around with his sledgehammer. Hunter goes up, hits a Superman punch with the sledgehammer, I guess.
Yeah.
Hits him with the pedigree and wins. This sucked.
Yeah.
Because I want to point out that every single spot I just mentioned was like a minute in between of nothing. Whether they're just stirring around and, if this was supposed to get the crowd back into the show, it failed miserably by putting on a boring match for 30 minutes. I think it was clearly that Dave was gassed 5 minutes in.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it started out well with the chain spots and the nose ring spot, but after he ripped his nose ring off, it just fell off a cliff. I thought.
Fell downhill.
Yeah. This match.
And I will ask, what was the point of this match?
Yeah.
Filler.
There was
You
no
have
point.
to have your nostalgia spar, and Triple H has to have his over-the-top $1 million plus budget entrance, despite the fact other entrances don't matter, like Bailey's, where her Bailey buddies didn't even go off, by the way. Botch.
I really wish Chris could be on because he actually liked this match.
Of course.
And I don't want to, I don't want to trash him because he can't be on to defend himself. So
we're not going to trash people for what they like or what they dislike, but we are going to trash the matches because of how we feel. That's what makes us wrestling fans. We all have our own opinion. We're not simulated like Vince McMahon. Bottom line, match, it was average. 3 out of 5 for me. I knew what was going to happen.
This match was just trash. And you know what? I knew this match was going to be bad going in, but I think it still like disappointed me. Like it sucked worse than I thought it was gonna suck. Like I don't know how it happened.
Commentary it didn't really help either. Just enforcing the idea Triple H is this, Triple H is that, blah 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 blah.
Again, this is an example of like Shawn Michaels NXT. I don't say great, but he was fine. Main roster, So, but yeah, which is kind of surprising because you say it's Vince in your ear, but you would think Shawn would have a little bit more leeway, but I guess that was wrong about that.
You would think.
This match was trash. No point to it. And now Batista's retired the next day. Everyone's thinking, I mean, they're trying to make it seem like it's like breaking news.
He says he's done with sports entertainment, but we all know when it comes to WWE and money, especially blood money, you're never done.
So, I'm not giving it 3 out of 5. That's way too generous. I'm giving it like a 1.5.
Well, the only reason I was being a little generous because I respect both men, what they bring to the industry. But we didn't need to see this late on WrestleMania during the rain where the crowd was asleep, didn't really care. The only time you really got part of the crowd into it was when you ripped the nose out Batista. You know what? I was being a little generous. You're right. 2.5.
Okay. John?
I went -3.
Okay.
Damn, dude!
I really hated this. Mostly,
I was being oy vey.
Yeah, that's
both of you guys. Jesus.
Yeah.
I sat there bored to tears. I almost fell asleep.
And I think this is like when this was like the end of WrestleMania right here too.
This was the low point.
Yeah.
You sure? Because you know what's next. At least it wasn't that long.
No, I did not give. This was the lowest rated match I had on the show. This was the absolute goddamn low point.
Actually, wait. I gave you I said the one. Wait, I went the one. I actually went 1. For this match.
You went 1. Yeah. I thought this sucked. I thought this had no point. What was the point? Like this.
Batista
like
attacked Flair. Batista said, "Give me what I want." Triple H, give him what he wanted. We got Spice Girls memes out of it, and we got a entrance once again from Triple H. That was the point.
I don't need to see seeing this match too. I never need to see Triple H wrestle like ever again. Like,
well, I've been saying that for 2 years.
Well, guess what? As long as Vince McMahon's still in power, you can guarantee he's going to make Triple H wrestle. Because despite Triple H being like the second most powerful guy in the business, Vince is still his boss.
And then I'm gonna say,
shit.
It's really weird to
carving an angle.
Yeah.
God bless it.
So let John talk. So let you talk about this too, John, because this is your favorite.
I'm gonna walk out of the room in a moment if we go longer than freaking. You know what, Alexa? Set a timer for 5 minutes. If you guys go longer than this, I'm out.
Okay.
Go.
Well, I'll sum it like this. I thought Corbin was great again. Heat. He's barely I can tell you that he's really vehemently hated. And I like the ending. I know a lot of people don't, but I do because Kurt put over the new guy, and they're the guy that tried to put a project in. I understand that, but then he got Heat back, and then the debut of someone else, which I won't spoil again for Owen, but someone else came on Raw and demoralized Kurt, and that's the guy they probably should have done first. I don't think Kurt really could go anymore. He could barely turn his neck. I thought the ending was fine with the missed moonsault, and they had a nice moment at the end.
So, I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that Corbin. I don't really hate that Corbin one either because it's putting over a new star. I think it's because it's Baron Corbin for me. That's why I'm kind of like mad at it because it's fucking. I hate this guy. So.
Yeah.
Yes, he's doing his job.
He's doing his job as a heel. I mean, he sucks. And
they're basically putting him over as the top heel right now. I feel like in the company, and he loves it. He consumes it, and Vince loves it. That's why Vince has put him on every single damn week. But Kurt was slow. He was winded. Did not need this. What sort of send off was this? 1.5 out of 5 for me.
I'll go 1.25. What about you, Tom?
I already said 2.
Oh,
it's mainly because I like the ending and Corbin's heel work with the "You Can't See Me" in the middle, which got him really booed.
And then
Alexa, cancel that timer.
And then we had
5 minutes timer canceled.
All right, continue.
The Demon Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush for the Intercontinental Championship.
Poor Lashley.
Yep, poor Lashley.
This match should have been
poor
more.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't know. Just kind of there. He really wasn't the Demon too, in my opinion. Like he just. I don't know. Like I've seen better versions of the Demon than what I saw on the show.
NXT. He's on point in an interview saying he hasn't used the Demon in so long, he kind of forgot how to do it. You can tell in this match, the only notable thing was when he caught Lashley's spear into a lift-up, pop-up, powerbomb. Coup de grace, Finn Balor wins. 2 out of 5.
Yeah, 2. It was just there. And, you know, I don't know. Just there.
I think these two guys deserve better. I mean, you look at Lashley. Lashley's he's a legit MMA fighter, and he's doing jobs in the semi-main event in 4 minutes to Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense at Finn, but Finn is like he's like 1/8 of his size.
Yeah.
But he's a demon. The demon can't beat.
I think TNA booked Lashley better, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, no kidding.
I gave it a star.
Said a word too.
I gave it a star and a quarter.
Reincarnation.
I gave it a star and a quarter, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, rumor has it, he says he may want to leave WWE and go back to MMA.
There you go.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Damn, a lot of people are like leaving or getting hurt now. It's like. Damn.
That's because people are sick and tired of the WWE way and mentality. It's literally destroying them, mentally and physically.
All right, so then we had Alexa Bliss come out in like her 4th outfit of the night. I didn't mention that she was like wearing 4 outfits.
Yeah, I forgot about all that nonsense. But yeah, she announced the attendance record or whatever.
I forgot to mention too. JBL did commentary for Kurt's last match. I don't really know what the tie-in was there, but there you go.
Who gives a fuck?
Maybe because Bradshaw retired at Mania. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Then the Fabulous Truth came out and did their dance break, which made me question: was our Truth in the Battle Royal? I didn't see him, so
I don't know.
Then
the longest dance break possible.
Then we had the main event, winner take all for the both Raw and SmackDown Women's title. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair had a cool entrance when she came out with the helicopter, and Ronda Rousey had a pretty cool entrance when she came out.
Throwback. Charlotte Flair's entrance was another throwback to one of her father's entrances. And Joan Jan the Blackheart's fun live performance. Yeah.
Did Becky have a special entrance? I don't remember.
No, it was just Becky coming out.
Yeah. Maybe
she didn't need it. She's the man.
Yeah. So I thought this match was great, but it was all I was just done with the show at this point. So I feel like my star rating is gonna be it's a 4-star match, but it'd probably be better if I watched this match first and then everything else because I was just done with this show because I've been watching the show since 5 o'clock. I was just ready for the show to be over. But you have Ronda Rousey dominating the match early by taking out both Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. But Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch would work together to take out Ronda Rousey. She did the triangle choke spot. She did the double arm ball spot, which was pretty cool. Becky Lynch did the disarmer, and Charlotte Flair came in and did the natural selection, which I thought was a nice callback to SummerSlam because that's kind of what started this whole Becky Lynch run.
That's part of it.
And then they brought a table out, and they both put the submission on Ronda Rousey. And then Becky Lynch got thrown. No, Ronda Rousey got thrown. No, it was Charlotte Flair that got thrown. Kind of through the table, but not really through the table. Because I think. But then Ronda Rousey gets the elbow in. Becky Lynch rolls her up, and this was botched because Ronda had her shoulders up, and the referee was fine, which kind of doesn't make any sense to me. But we know Ronda's not getting fined, and we know Becky. Well, she probably could get fined, but it's not Becky's fault, so why would she get fined?
Because she's not merchandiser of the company. We got the same desired result, except it wasn't Charlotte Flair that took the pin, and Ronda wasn't submitted, thus protecting her UFC accreditation because she never submitted in UFC. But bottom line, Ronda's pissed. Becky won. Final happy moment of the night. Charlotte, meh. Somewhere lost in the distance. This match was average, though, but I'm glad the women closed the show. Glad Becky won. 3.75 for me.
Yeah, I give it 4. One flaw I have about this match is the finish, because this is supposed to be like Becky Lynch's like crowning moment, and she won by.
I just wanted it to be 1-on-1, so.
Yeah, but she also won by a roll-up.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like she submitted anybody. It was like out of nowhere, and I feel like it was just because they were short on time too. Not to mention Michael Cole, he was slowly dying.
Yeah, John, your thoughts on this match and maybe the way Becky won and everything else.
They tried. I think they were put in a bad situation.
Oh yeah.
For the fact the show went 8 hours long, the crowd was dead the entire time, and then they could have saved it by having trying to get people in, and everything just kept getting fucked up. In particular, the natural selections, a couple of Ronda's judo. Try to do a double armbar, which looked terrible. Yeah. Ronda took a bad fall on the apron, which that looked brutal. I generally enjoyed that. Charlotte didn't break the table, which that had to suck.
I am the table.
One of my highlights, I think, was I liked Ronda's heel work.
Yeah.
In particular with the table.
That's what she should have been since day one.
In particular with the table. When she flipped the table over and she said, "Tables are for bitches."
Yeah, I like.
That is just awesome. That is instant heat.
Yeah.
And I think the ending was botched. I think that the match was supposed to go on a little bit longer. The referee didn't see Ronda's shoulder up.
Okay.
Rest calls final.
Yep. I do call it like a shoot. I do like the fact that Becky won. This match should have closed, but if this was a show that was 5 hours long and they trimmed some of the fat, I think that this would have been better received.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's your style, Aiden?
I gave it 3.25.
Okay. So that's the end of WrestleMania review. We're gonna go around and do letter grades. I'll go first. I was gonna come on here and say really good show, B+, but sometimes when you talk about the show,
the more you think about it, the more it sucks.
Yeah. I enjoyed this show, though. I got, the 3 guys that I wanted to win one. I thought the first half of the show was actually going along quite nicely, so I'm going to give it... Let's see. John, what roughly did we give last year? We gave it probably a C last year, right?
I think we gave it either a C to a C+.
Yeah, I thought it was better than last year's. I thought it was better than 33, but that's only saying much. Now, so I'll give it a B-. I thought it was a good show. But yeah, not a B+, not a B+ show. Like I said too, I think my adrenaline. It was also, I haven't talked about it yet, so I'm gonna give it a B-. I feel bad for kind of the people that were there in a way because they had to sit through all this stuff, and I might never go to WrestleMania again. So I'll give it a B-. Good show, but too long, and yeah, they could have trimmed, and some of the matches didn't deliver like they should have and stuff, and yeah, B-. What about you, Noah?
It was better than last year's WrestleMania. I got definitely a number of my favorite moments in there, especially from the women. Congrats to my Iconics and Becky Lynch. But again, it suffered from being too long. There was botches all over the place. You could tell the fans definitely died out at one point. But as far as me, and watching it with a friend for the first time, and winning, and comparing it to NXT TakeOver New York and the G1 Supercard, it was definitely the lowest out of the three shows. But still, I enjoyed it. It's a solid B for me.
Okay. John, you have the next grade.
It's the best Mania since 31. That isn't saying much, but that's
the fact you compare it to 31. That's
no. I'm saying it's the best one since then.
Oh, since then.
Yeah,
okay.
Since not including that one. I think that it's okay.
Yeah.
There really isn't. I don't think the Kofi Bryant match. I don't think there's really anything special. Like at least like last year, I had two matches where I really liked, that being Asuka and Charlotte and the mixed tag.
Yeah.
That's when I only have one.
Yeah.
So I'm only gonna give it a C+.
Okay.
Okay.
I think too, watching it with friends increases your enjoyment of it too, because you probably
and that's what helped me, because for the first time ever, I watched it with my friend Paul Mead, who lives out in Monroe. He chose to stay here. We had pizza. We talked a lot.
Yeah.
And me and him, we butted heads on a couple of matches. He got under my skin. I got under his. It was amusing. It was funny. It was entertaining. We kept both ourselves up. Absolutely fun time. That's one of the reasons why I went B instead of B-.
Yeah. And that's why, like, if I watched it alone, I probably would have given it maybe the same grade as John, probably. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We have really nothing left to cover because I haven't watched any Raw, SmackDowns, or anything yet. So, we're gonna wait on that. But yeah, let's get into our plugs and promotions and all that stuff. John, we'll start with you because you have the shortest amount of stuff to plug.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter at KingTut2157.
All right.
That's all.
Can you send me the link for that so I can put it in the description box?
Sure.
Okay. All right, Noah, you're next.
As always, a pleasure, gentlemen. Everybody, I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of wrestling. So if you want to follow me, look me up on Twitter, NoDQ.com/Noah. Takes you to my Twitter page. I'll talk to you about anything wrestling, any company. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two about an independent company. Support local independent wrestling folks. You want to look at my simple YouTube channel, look it up, youtube.com/users/NoahFoster210. You'll find predictions, WrestleGround unboxings, and a weekly series I host called 205 Live Matters, where I review the Cruiserweight division and every episode of 205 Live on a weekly basis, sometimes with these five gentlemen right here. And also my disdain for how it's underutilized and underrespected according to the main roster mentality. Fuck you, Vince. But I digress. And yeah, follow NoDQ.com. I'm their current NoDQ Predictions League champion for NoDQ's official and the NX team. So follow them there. Follow Aftermatch Wrestling, Jerry Steffen. They do a great job reviewing NXT and NXT UK. And as always, I like to simply close. Support your wrestling outlets, both big and small. And let's keep growing this wrestling community together. Simple as that. And gentlemen, good luck taking this title from me.
Oh yeah, that's when we have another prediction pool.
Money in the bank.
Yeah. And then for me, check out my CM Brothers channel. We do a lot of videos on there. Check out my own The Talkinator channel. Movie Monday review coming up soon. I'm going to be reviewing Us, which I saw today. Probably pre-recorded, then get it up Monday. And then this channel, we'll be doing the Wrestling Rundown Sunday, reviewing NXT TakeOver New York. Which, John, I forgot to ask you, your letter grade for NXT TakeOver New York, since you won't be able to be on Sunday.
Hey.
Okay. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.